So there is a trap um, in understanding narcissists, in that there are trapped innocents, and well, it's a double-edged sword in that understanding. So to understand that they are arrested development individuals, so they're trapped in emotional development between let's say 11 to 13, right? That's where they stopped. Um, it kind of takes the edge off it. Even though their strategies kept on developing as they grew up, their bodies grew up. Their disposition didn't change, right? So what does that mean? So, from a normal perspective, you have selfish and unselfish ways of growing from another person, right? So, in the selfish sense, you want things from when you meet other people, absolutely. But unselfishly, you also want them to win as well. So, your mind frame is not uh, you like any win this other person has at all is a loss to you, right? That's not a mindset a normal person has. From a narcissistic perspective, they double down on control of another person, and that's the prime aim. That's the prime compulsion and obsession. And they just all they did instead of developing a kind of full spectrum of value that you can gain from other people, it was that narrow mind frame, and they control other people as a means of stability and significance. And now their quote unquote development is only how do I control people better and better and better, and they become incredibly sophisticated at it. Depending on the level of the narcissist and the perspective. Um, so, and as an empath approaching this situation, we can actually feel their original innocence, and kind of feel sorry for them. And and what we have to do as empath is to also feel that this person is hopelessly trapped in many situations, and the vast majority of situations they're not going to break out of it. And so, even though we can feel a certain innocence that they cannot, they don't believe they have a problem. They don't believe that they need to change, and they're not going to change. And as long as they don't change, they are there to consume you as a narcissist, or as a empath, right? They go after the most giving type of people, because you're the easiest to control and you're the most fuel they can derive from that source. They are there to absolutely destroy you, which is a foreign concept to empaths, right? We're used to projecting our own kind of values and dispositions on other people, and unwilling to see, extremely difficult to comprehend that somebody we love wants to destroy us, to some varying degree, um, financially, emotionally, in certain cases, physically. That is the disorder of narcissism, and it's very difficult for us feeling sorry for people, us wanting to heal people, to let go of that situation, and recognize that its unsustainability, its toxicity. And that's really the challenge. I mean, in most cases, uh, it's let go of you, and you can turn around and say, okay, what happened? What type of alien is this? And just recognize it for what it is. There are um, a large chunk of the population, maybe 1 billion people out of 8 billion people, that have a narcissistic disposition. They're in chronic arrested development for life, and they need to be avoided and minimized, um, because they're inherently destructive. So that is the kind of paradox of original innocence. You can use it to understand and better see. So develop your narc vision and see these types of patterns and dispositions, and um, avoid it, because they will not get out of it. In many situations, recognize the futility, and you can find some freedom. Thanks for listening.